Okay, in this video, I want to talk about agent handoff or sequencing, chaining, however you would like to call it. And what we're going to do is we're going to build a skill that chains multiple agents together and lets them work as a team or just in sequence. And we're going to do that with the playbook and targeting ideas and sequence writer. But you can obviously do that with any skill where it makes sense, where maybe you're saying, okay, first, find leads for me using this integration, then validate them and then add them to my campaign, for example, or write emails for them. You can build that chain as well. You can build any chain that you want. As long as you have the skills, you can just say, okay, now create a skill that um, puts 1, 2, and 5 together in a chain, and they execute. So let me show you what I'm talking about by saying, okay, we have the playbook creation skill, and then we have the targeting idea skill that we have, and then we have the sequence writing skill. I want to have a skill where, imagine that I'm an agency, we have a new client, I want to onboard them just in one sentence, we can do that. Or I run a sales organization, and every quarter or every year we go after a new vertical, and I just want to launch, the playbook and have a bunch of ideas and sequences ready just for that one vertical. I can now do that with one single command. So let me show you how that works. We're going to start diving into Claude again, and we're going to start talking to Claude again just to explain it what it is that we want, and it will just put everything together for us. So Claude, we are very much back, and I would like to build a skill that chains 3 skills together in a sequence. So we have our latest playbook creation skill. Then we have our campaign ideas skill, the latest one. And then we have our sequence writer skill, the latest one. I want to just tie them all together into one skill. Let's call it the new launch skill. And whenever I say new launch and then a website and maybe some additional information like a specific vertical we want to go after, just special instructions, then we launch all of those 3 together and combine them in one deliverable, saying, okay, there's a new playbook, new targeting ideas, and then some example sequences, maybe 1 or 2 sequences per vertical or per ICP, that type of thing. So you do have to be talking to you again. You do have to be a tiny bit careful that you're not telling it, okay, the task doesn't become too bloated, too big, right? Where you're saying, can do everything and write me per vertical, per persona, 10 different sequences, because then you're going to run into some errors where it says, listen, like I cannot really render this response. It doesn't work. So there's some limitations, but they're very, let's say, realistic, as in, don't have it redesign your entire go-to-market strategy in one call, in one document, but just chaining all this together definitely works. Then we can say only trigger this skill on this command, and we set new. There we go. This works. And here I'm just gonna, just to make it a bit easier for Claude, even though it's super smart, use your skill creator skill. I forgot to say this. There we go. All right. So as you can see, the prompt here is tiny and it's able to accomplish something that is absolutely massive. So it's going to work through it. I'm going to let it run, and then we're going to actually take that skill and we're going to run. I'm going to showcase you what it looks like, and then I'm going to let you run with your own creativity a little bit and say, okay, you know what? I have this skill about building lead lists, and I want to combine it with the email writer skill. I'm going to do some bonus videos around that as well. But let's first, finish up this one, and then we jump into even more fun stuff. Just bear with me for a second. Okay, here we go. So the new launch skill, 1 command, full GTM package, and we're going to install it. I'm going to launch it, and we're going to see what it comes up with. It's always good to read through this a little bit just to see what it came up with, and then maybe so no stopping between phases makes sense. use constraints cascade. If you say focus on fintech, sure, that works for me. But if there's anything in there, like for example, ends with next steps, I don't really like that. I could just tell, listen, remove the part where it ends with next steps. Just give me the output. Joe, just it usually does a really good job at just getting your skill all at once. But as I said in other videos as well, just read through it. And if you're not super happy with it, just keep chatting with it a little bit so you can update the skill. There's no need to try and just get everything in one go always. I'm going to download this. We're going to upload it, install it, however you would like to say, and then we're going to run it. We're going to say new launch, and I'm going to say instantly.ai, focus on leads. Yeah, no, you know what? Focus on B2B SaaS vertical only. There we go. So it's going to go through all the steps that we just went over and give us a playbook, but focus on B2B SaaS vertical only. Give us targeting ideas specifically within that vertical and write some sequences for us. So this is great for, you know what, we want to onboard a new client, go after a new vertical, new playbook for the sales team, what have you. Okay, then here we go. The new launch package is ready for instantly.ai. Now, we didn't specify output format in this case. So this would have been maybe better as a HTML page or a PDF, but we got a lot of text. But it's all right. So we got the GTM playbook. So again, core functionality, key features, everything we already went over, ICP personas, then ideas, targeting ideas, description, job titles, etc. And then example sequences as well that are good as well, and exactly how we want them. So that 1, 2, 3 step sequence, other angles. So sequence, campaign number 4. So for the specific targeting ideas, I wrote sequences already, and they're good. I haven't read completely fully through all of them, but in terms of like this one, just looking at it, this is something I would definitely be happy sending out. If you wouldn't be, then change the skill a little bit, and hopefully you can get to the emails that you would be happy sending out, and you can chain this. So we're going to chain a few more skills in other videos just to have some fun and just to get your creative juices flowing a little bit, to give you some ideas. But this is how you can say, okay, I have these single skills, they're great, but you know, I want to put more of them together to easily launch new campaigns, or for, you know, for anything else that you can think of. So again, we're going to do a few more videos. Hopefully this one was helpful. We'll already get you going in putting some of these skills together. And if not, then hopefully the next videos will do just that.